everyone. Welcome to Journey with Shternie. I'd like to share with you a personal story that began about 10 months ago. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the tragedy at the Tree of Life Synagogue, where a gunman entered on a Saturday morning and gunned down 11 innocent people, murdering them. The next day I received an email from the Jewish Burial Society asking me if I would take a slot to go down to the medical examiner's office to be with the holy bodies and say psalms. Of course, I jumped at the opportunity and went down. I was escorted to a room. On the door, there was a plaque. It read, "The Grieving Room." I went inside and I sat down and I opened up my book of Psalms. I couldn't help but thinking about the name of that room. It added so much more pain to my already broken heart. Surely there could be a more positive name to a room where these people come in such tragic situations. With my education and growing up in a Chabad home, the Rebbe always emphasized the power of our words, their impact. Don't call a hospital Bet Cholim, the house of the sick. Call it Bet Rofim, the house of healing. It's only words, but the Rebbe knew that they were much more than that. They're so impactful. I left, and the very next day I had a class, and I shared my experience, and I mentioned about the name of the room and how I really ought to call and see if they would consider changing it. But you know how it is, life gets busy, and I didn't end up making that call. About 2 months ago, I was giving a class, and it came up again, and somebody looked at me and said, "Shternie, it's time. You need to make that call. See what happens." I knew I needed to do it. Class was over, picked up the phone, and spoke with a wonderful woman named Mandy. She's the manager of operations at the medical examiner's office. I took a deep breath, and I shared with her my story and my experience. And I ended with, "Mandy, would you guys consider changing the name of the room to the Comfort Room?" And I kept quiet. I had no idea what she would say. She said to me, "Shternie, that's such a beautiful idea. I love it. I'm having a board meeting in 2 days. I'll get back to you." Sure enough, I got a phone call the following week. "Hi, Shternie. It's Mandy. I have an invoice on my table. The plaque is on its way. It will be renamed the Comfort Room." I couldn't believe it. I was so touched. I picked up the phone and I said, "Mandy, thank you. Can I have the chutzpah to ask you if some of the people from my community can come down and be there with you when you change the plaque? I think it would be so meaningful." Well, this put into effect a whole spiral of events, and it kept growing. She said sure, and they agreed to have the Jewish Chronicle come down. And then I reached out to the Tree of Life Synagogue and said, "Hey, look, room is being renamed in the memory of the 11 souls. Would you like to be a part of it?" And they said, "Absolutely, please, but you have it scheduled for tomorrow, and we need time. This is just giving us a couple of days. Please reschedule." Well, we did reschedule. And in Mirz Hashem on September 17th at 3 p.m., we will be gathering together to rename the Grief Room to the Comfort Room. I ask you all to join me. Please share this video. Tell your friends and family. It's the small things in life that make a big impact. There's so much pain in this world. Let's add a little comfort. There's a lot of darkness. Let's add a little light. Again, September 17th at 3 p.m. at the medical examiner's office, we will reveal the new plaque and we will share some words that hopefully will bring a little bit more healing.